This is the first time we're having a real sit-down conversation, like this year.
And I feel like as we are back here, more just choke.
Just true.
Just choke. My guy. I got married.
Okay.
I got married.
I feel like I'm only child. I have 3 siblings, but I feel like I'm only child.
First of all, we need to find you wife.
Please, don't even go there.
We can't find you wife. There's this profound loneliness that I think you're feeling right now.
Jesus Christ. Do you want to carry Nisi?
Who is Nisi? So, who is she? Say hi. Yeah, I know. So I can keep a child alive.
For me, that's the craziest thing about it, because I know what I am going through to keep myself alive.
Do you think that 2025 lived up to whatever expectations that you had for the year going in?
Some days I feel on top of the world, and some days I feel buried.
I have experienced pain that I still don't have the words to describe.
Do you want to talk about that, the pain of childbirth?
Oh.
Okay, so...
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing? How is it going? Where have you been? How have you been?
I'm fine.
What's up? Basically, all I'm trying to say is how far.
How does it feel being back?
Whew.
Back to this again?
Do you know how I feel right now? You know those mommies in church when it's testimony time?
Yeah.
Your name and what the Lord has done for you, but they'll start with a song first.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like doing right now. I feel like I need to sing a song
So
first.
you're excited?
No, calm down. I need to sing a song, and wave my hands in the air and cry and kneel down and roll on the floor. Then sit down again. Then I'll tell you what the Lord has done for me. That's just how I feel.
I don't understand. What does it mean? Explain it to me.
It means that being back here feels like a testimony, and not just like the serene testimony. I mean, the full dramatic effect. It feels like a testimony, because I never really believed that we would make it back here. I thought cliffhanger don't go.
Mm-hmm.
That era is gone.
It was
Been
just a
there,
phase.
done that.
Yeah.
We've scratched that itch, and well, it was good while it lasted.
Yeah.
I've given up on the podcast, I swear. But we're back.
I've always known it was something we're going to come back to. It's just about the right timing.
Yeah.
And is the right timing even a thing? I just felt like, I just knew it's something that we're going to come back to.
Yeah.
So I didn't really give up on it, but life has been happening.
Life has
Things have been happening.
Life has life
So
in the most lifey way you could ever life.
That's how I've been looking. That's how I look at it. But right now, like, I feel weird. I feel it feels very strange recording an episode, and I feel kind of nervous.
Funny enough, I don't feel nervous like I thought I would.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit awkward.
Yeah, I feel awkward.
Yes,
I feel weird.
Yeah, I feel awkward.
But I also
but
feel
I don't
nervous.
feel nervous, funny enough. I feel comfortable.
I feel a bit nervous, but that's just like my own high expectations. Like, I usually have very high expectations when I'm doing anything, and it usually makes me feel nervous.
Just like the fact that we're back here.
Yeah.
Back on the microphone. I love doing this, so I'm grateful. Yeah, I think what the most feeling, the greatest feeling that I have right now is that feeling of gratitude.
Yeah.
The fact that we've been up and about and somehow we made it back here. And it takes me back to the original intention with which we started this podcast, which is our tagline. Never ending conversation. Jesus Christ, guy, we need to reset your brain. We need to reset your memory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Never ending conversation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think even in the moments where I felt we were never going to make it back, there was always that hope that I could hold on to.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that the conversations are never ending.
Yeah.
As long as I'm your sister, you're my brother, one way or another, it go still happen. You get
100%.
me? I
Yeah.
just didn't know, okay, maybe we would film it,
Yeah.
but I guess that's always the glue that would keep holding this podcast together. The fact that the conversations are never ending.
Yeah.
And I feel like as we are back here, more just choke.
Just
Just
joke. Just
choke. My
joke.
guy. Hey. I miss our gist too, I
Just joke like
swear. A
mad.
lot has
And we haven't
happened.
had, this is the first time
Mm.
we're having a real sit down
Oh
conversation
yeah.
like this year.
That's
Like
true.
you and I just sitting down to talk. Nothing going on in the background, nothing, interjecting.
Yeah.
Not having to, whether it's in person or on the phone, not having to say, oh, I have to attend to this, I have to attend to that,
Yeah. Yeah.
just having this space to sort of to talk, to actually converse uninterrupted. This is the
Yeah.
first time
I feel like it kind
since
of
this year.
gives us the true value of this podcast.
Yeah.
Not just as something that we share with an audience, that people get to sit in with us on these conversations, but now something that's there for both of us
Yeah.
as siblings. The fact that, the whole 10 puppies can't play together for 10 years. So basically, everyone now is out of the nest,
Yeah.
and we are out there. And now we have something like this to bring us back together intentionally, to sit down and actually gist and
And catch
actually
up,
talk
and
and
catch up.
actually catch up,
Yeah.
So like I said, gratitude,
Let's talk about the 10 puppies thing. For me, I feel like it has been a major it has been a major part of this year. Last
last year
year,
actually.
the last 2 years,
Yes.
yeah, it has been a central idea, a central theme. Because I remember when we were little, it's something Daddy used to always say.
Yeah.
Daddy always says, 10 puppies cannot play together for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's one of those cliches that you hear. You just hear it, but you don't think about it. You don't reason it. You don't understand it.
Yeah.
It's just something that you hear, right? And for the first time, I have seen it play out. I've gotten to read meaning into it because it's something that has actually happened. All of you are nowhere to be found.
Well, we're still here now.
All of you are nowhere to be found. I feel like an only child. I swear
Are
that.
you serious?
I have 3 siblings, but I feel like an only child right now. That's
Do
like
you really leave you that
that's how I
lonely?
feel. That's how I feel. I feel like an only child. I'm just saying.
There's something about the 10 puppies can't play together for 10 years.
Yeah.
When you're little, it feels like we'll always be there,
Well, give
It's
context now.
us.
Give context.
You know?
Give context to why I feel like an only child.
Wait, hold on. What's that TikTok challenge that they were doing? Dun-dun-dun. I hope I did it well. I sure it well. Dun-dun-dun.
Uh-huh.
You get the gist now. You get the point.
So words.
I got married.
Okay.
I got married. So we're 3 sisters.
Yeah.
And I think we all got married within the space of
2 years.
3 years.
2.
No, it's 3.
Okay, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yes.
Within the space of 3 years.
Yeah.
So I was the last
Yeah.
babe to fly the coop. Is that how they say it? Anyway, to leave the nest.
Yeah.
And we just have this young man here. First of all, we need to find you wife.
Please. Don't even go there.
We guys find you wife.
Don't
It's
even go
not
there.
good for a man to be alone. The Lord shall make it thou a helper. Asotaramia.
We're talking about you. We're talking about you.
No, now that's
We're
the
talking
thing.
about
That's
me.
the thing. There's this profound loneliness that
Yeah.
I think you're feeling right now,
Jesus Christ.
and we have to find your wife. Abi, you want to introduce wife to us? Which one? Anyone? We should.
That's not
we
the
shall
point.
take it to.
That's not the point of. That's not where we're going right now. Okay, so
We'll still get there, Sha.
we're talking about
Okay, leaving the nest.
exactly.
I think I felt a bit of that when our 2 elder sisters got married. When Anna and Ekoma got married first.
Yeah.
So I felt that
Yeah.
because I was the only sister left. I felt that loneliness because
But we were living together.
and the thing is I felt it them, and that's the thing, because at this point
Yeah.
our older sisters had already left the house,
Yeah.
but it was still different when they got married,
Mm-hmm.
especially with Ekoma.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's not like we had been living together for a while up until she got married. But when she got married, I felt that departure, because now she had her own family. She's married, she's building her own family, and that separation, I felt it. And this is and this was a situation where we weren't living together as at that time. So I can imagine how it must have been like for you, the fact that we're living together and then we're not.
Of everybody's marriage, your own was the most difficult to come to terms with. I
Why?
swear. It took me a very long time to actually understand that you guys has gotten married. Do you understand? Because we were living in the same house.
Yeah.
So it was very
And there's like one moment I was there and then I'm
yeah.
not.
It was very weird. It was a very weird thing for me. But then eventually the realization sets in. You understand?
At what point did it set in for you that
Um,
okay, she's not here again?
it set in. It set in when I came back home because I wasn't around when you got married.
Yeah.
And when I came back home and I was coming back to an empty house and I was the only one at home, after a while it just really sets in that wow, you are the only person you get. So that's how it has been. And since then till now, the feeling has been the same. I've been feeling like an only child because I'm alone.
That's why we need to find you a wife. Anyway, on my own end, there were lots of things that I missed
Yeah.
about us living together.
Yeah.
You know how we would have these conversations early in the morning. We would just catch up, and I was used to you being there.
Yeah.
Now I have my own family. Personally, it wasn't difficult for me to adjust to family life, married life, and all that. But I missed sibling life.
Yeah.
I missed that a whole lot. And one thing I especially missed was, how you would recommend songs to me, recommend movies, stuff like that. And we kind of
Yeah.
have similar tastes.
Mm-hmm.
And you're always introducing new stuff to me. Okay, oh,
Yeah.
there's this movie, oh, there's this new song, oh, there's
Yeah.
this person on social media. And then all of a sudden, I didn't have that anymore.
Yeah.
But then once in a while you still come through with the recommendations, so it's like, okay, like the latest one you recommended for me. Crazy. F is for Family.
Yeah.
It's a series on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. If you're married, if you're a family person, you would especially enjoy it. And even if you're not married, I think if you've even grown up in a Nigerian home, and it's funny because it's not a Nigerian story,
It is
but it really hits close to
70s
home.
70s US, the 70s US setting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really interesting. I had such a great time watching it. I binge watched the whole thing,
Yeah.
and I loved it. So what exactly about that show made you think, okay, it was my vibe and I would enjoy it?
I can't take credit for finding the show. It was Adana, so our elder sister. Adana found the show. She watched the show and then recommended it to me.
Hmm.
And then I watched the show and like it was amazing. It was the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I have this compulsion to recommend things that I like to other people, especially you, because like I know that we have similar taste.
I
So I'm
loved
like,
it
okay, if I
actually.
like this thing, there's a very high chance that you're going to like it as well. So
Yeah.
that's why I recommended it to you.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a
It
great
was
time
amazing.
watching it. It was really good. Then the music too. If you're recommending rock music to me.
Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of rock
So what's
music
with the
lately.
latest obsession with rock music?
I feel do you want to carry Nisi?
Yeah. Okay. Let me get her.
She's making a lot of noise in the background.
Who is Nisi self? Who is she? Who is she?
Okay,
I
bring
didn't
her.
just get married though. I've
Bring
been
her.
doing things.
Bring her. Give me,
I've
let me
been busy.
let me hold it
on.
for you.
Call me. Sweetheart, time for you to make your podcast.
Okay. So our new host, the latest addition to this podcast. See how she's looking at me.
Hi, baby. Hi, Nisi. Say hi. Don't eat the microphone. Okay?
All right.
Future podcaster in the building. Sweetheart, say hello.
Co-host. We're now three. She wants to eat the mic.
Yeah.
We're now three now. We have a third host.
So if you're wondering what kept us away from recording podcasts for you guys all this while, your girl has been busy. I've been
Has been busy.
I've been increasing and
Mm.
multiplying and replenishing the earth. I like that, replenishing the earth. That's what I just did. We replenished. So that's
Hi,
what your
baby.
girl has been doing. So I'm a wife, a mom, and my life is so
Different.
different.
Very, very different.
I feel like a whole new person, like I've been born again.
Very, very different.
And I'm here, the same person, but still not the same person. It's a weird thing. It's really, really weird. So, how has it been watching your sisters get married, have babies? I think that's even more dramatic
Yeah.
than getting married.
Yeah.
I mean, you became an uncle 3 times
3 times
within the space
in
of 1 year.
Yeah. Yes. And it was crazy. First of all, it gave me this let's get back to rock music though later on.
Okay, okay,
But I like
okay.
this. So, watching you guys get married and like have children, it just gave me this realization that life is serious now. Do you get?
You know, serious before.
No, like you're just living your life. Do you get?
Mm.
You're just living your life and you're not really thinking too much about it. At least for me, I'm speaking from my perspective. I'm not really thinking too much about it. You sort of think that things will just keep going on and going on, and you don't think so much about drastic changes.
Yeah.
Even when you think about your life changing, somehow it is difficult to contemplate very drastic changes such as this one. So it took me a while to get used to. Certainly took me a long time to get used to, and yeah, it was just very weird. The whole family thing, getting married, having children, it just gave me this shock that life is getting very, very serious. Like these children didn't used to exist. Like they were non-existent,
Yeah.
and suddenly, like they are human beings
Yeah.
that you
People.
can see, and every time they are growing, it's like they are showing more personality. They are just becoming more human, and it's scary. Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
it's amazing.
And I've not been around children for a very long time.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like to be around
And then all
children.
of a sudden,
Exactly.
Uncle
I don't have any
T.
younger sibling. I don't have any younger one.
Mm.
Ever since I grew up, I stopped being around children.
Yeah,
And so this is
same
the
here.
first time that I'm being around children. I'm seeing children. I'm interacting with children, and it's a very strange experience. Yeah. But it's also exciting. It's also very exciting.
It is
It's
exciting.
also very
Actually,
exciting.
it's exciting. There's something about being a parent
Yeah.
that makes you feel like you're going through the journey of life
Mm-hmm.
afresh,
Yeah.
like all over again.
Tell me about that.
But
What's that
it's
like?
yeah, but it's not like a repetition per se, but it's almost like I get to do it again, especially the best parts. For instance, I can't remember the last time I sang and danced to nursery rhymes, or even danced and just exist in that realm of playfulness, being playful for its very self, just for the sake of play. And now I'm here. I'm playing. I'm babbling.
Yeah.
Before now, I will not babble, not even with anybody's baby. I don't babble with babies.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, cute girl, cute baby, cute boy. Bye. That's it. I've always loved children, by the way, but I've just not been that person that, babies, and I'm not used to being. Yeah, I know. And I haven't been used to, like, being around children and babies and all that. And then all of a sudden now, I'm an auntie, and then I'm a mom. And I think it's still quite different when you become a parent yourself. Even now, when I talk about it, I feel like somebody else went through the whole pregnancy thing and it wasn't me. But then the evidence is everywhere. All the changes, and even seeing the living, breathing human being that is growing and becoming her own person every single day. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, I did that. I did that. Awesome. So it
It's
feels so
mind
good.
blowing. It's something that I wonder how it must feel being the actual person that gave birth to them. Because
Ooh.
me, like I don't have anything to do with them directly, and it's still so shocking to me.
It's
I
unbelievable,
look at
actually.
them sometimes and I'm like, wow, an actual human being
Yeah.
that just came from nowhere, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder how that must feel for you. That's the actual mother that gave birth to them.
It feels a way that I can't even fully explain, because I feel like you have to be in it. You have to pass through this journey
Yeah,
for you to fully understand and to fully contemplate what really happened. And even then, there's still some aspects of it that you can't quite explain or understand. Because I personally believe that the journey of pregnancy, in fact, bringing forth life, especially for a woman, is miraculous.
hundred
I'll
percent.
keep saying that over and over again. It is nothing short of a miracle. Like, when I went through pregnancy, even when I gave birth, there was something I kept on saying. Stop eating my hair. There's something I kept on saying, something that, oh my God, finish work for woman body. Ah, if I ever doubted that God exists, being going through pregnancy and childbirth showed me that no, intelligent design is real. Ah, a woman's body is amazing. Is like, even we that are women, we can't begin to understand. And even having a child is power. It's divine power. You know, I felt like in that moment there was me and then there was God, and both of us were working together. And so it was just this divine thing. And then this child is here. And I mean, I remember when I saw her for the first time, I was like, oh, hi. It was weird. It was like, oh, I'm meeting this person that's been inside my body for all these months. And then
Yeah,
now, I'm like, okay. So it was actually a human being. Wow. And look at her.
shocking.
And I was like, oh. So every day I wake up, I'm like, I'm a mother. I have a child. I have a daughter. And I've always loved baby girls. So my first child being a girl was just heartwarming for me. I'm like, I have a daughter for real. And then that sense of responsibility now is something that is very scary. Like,
Yeah,
I'm responsible for you. So every time that I watch my daughter grow and thrive, uh, yeah, I'm like, wow, I did that. Like, I'm the custodian of this child, and God gave me this responsibility, and she's alive and she's doing well. So I can keep a child alive.
for me that's the craziest thing about it because I know what I am going through to keep myself alive. No, for real. I know what I'm going through to keep myself alive. Do you understand? Um, this year is the first year that I've actually lived alone. You know, I've actually lived alone on my own. From the beginning of this year till now, I've been living alone, right?
Yeah.
And I know how difficult it is to keep myself alive, literally. And I'll now add another human being to it. You know, have to look after them, have to take care of them, have to feed them, clothe them, and all that thing. And for me, it's the level of commitment that is required for that, and strength and power is difficult to fathom for me. It's crazy, honestly.
So what exactly was it about adulthood that surprised you the most? Because you've really been in the thick of it with adulting and all that thing, you know. We're now OGs. We're now OGs.
Yeah.
We've been there. All the shocking moments, we've seen it all. But for you, what was the most shocking thing about becoming an adult and doing the whole adult life thing? Especially living alone and all that.
I feel the shocking thing about adulthood is, for me, you don't realize how much you don't realize how much input the people around you are having in your life until it's no longer there, right? There are a lot of things that I take for granted. There are a lot of things that I've taken for granted. There are a lot of things that I don't even notice, you understand, that are at play in my life. A lot of things that are contributing to my progress, and not just progress, but just me thriving in general. A lot of little things that we are provided by just my family and like people around me, and when you're alone, when you're living on your own, all those things don't exist anymore. You're 100% responsible for those things, and it becomes evident to you how much people have been covering for you.
Yeah.
You get, and your true capacity just shows, right? There are certain things that, for instance, let me take cooking for instance. Now, I've never had to bother about cooking in my life before. I've never had to sit down and think about where does food come from. For real, I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It's just something that is there. Oh, I'm hungry. Where's the food? Like, you,
Yeah,
you
food
don't
is
really
ready.
you don't really think about the process that goes into making that food ready. And for the first time, when you're hungry, you look for food and there's no food, and like, oh, I'm the one that has to make the food, and like, how do I make the food, and like all these things, and there's a whole lot to deal with. And so for me, the greatest lesson, the greatest takeaway from just becoming a full adult is just the fact that life is a do-it-yourself project. Like, everything is a do-it-yourself project. If you want something done, if something is going to be done, you have to do it yourself 100%. And that's just the major thing that I've I've taken away from this whole experience of just staring my life. The whole adulthood thing.
Yeah, so you actually learned how to cook this year? Was
Yeah.
it this year or last year?
No, this year.
So I think that's a win.
Yeah.
And it's something that would never have happened if you didn't get this whole time living by yourself.
Yeah.
Finally, the first time you told me that you had started learning how to cook, I was like, wow, really? What adulthood cannot do does not exist.
Okay, like,
So how was that experience like?
it's not like I'm the best. I'm not by any stretch of the imagination the best cook
But
in
I've
the world.
tasted your meals. They're actually quite impressive for someone that's just started learning how to cook.
My goal was just to make what I can eat. Do you understand? Because I spent the better part of the year buying food. When I was living in Lagos, I was spending all my money buying food. And at the end of the week, I was I was literally living from hand to mouth.
And the mouth wasn't even being properly
Do you
fed.
understand? I was buying food and it was very expensive. I was spending a ridiculous amount of money. And back then, it didn't even occur to me that I could cook. It didn't occur to me, it didn't even cross my mind that I could cook, because I've always not known how to cook. So it's just something that I don't cook. Do you understand? I
Yeah.
don't cook. So it's just how I've always lived my life. And so the fact that I could learn how to cook and cook didn't even occur to me. And so I had this flatmate when I was living in Lagos. His name is MJ. So he's a fitness guy and he cooks. So from looking at him cook, it occurred to me that, wait, I can actually cook. Like,
I can't relate.
do you understand?
I can't relate.
What if I actually tried to cook? So he actually was the one that encouraged me. Like, I watching him cook every day. I looked at him and was like,
Oh my goodness.
so I looked at him, and from there, from looking at him cook, I was like, this is something that I can do. So he encouraged me. I tried cooking little things, and when I came back home, it was now like major. I started watching tutorials, started trying to learn how to cook actual things and all that, cook stuff that I can put in the freezer.
Yeah.
And also Adana was very helpful to me as well, because I'll go to her house, we'll cook together, she'll show me stuff, and that's how I just got into the whole cooking thing. Do you need to soothe her?
This thing is sleep. Ah,
You sleep.
I need to put her to sleep.
I think you should actually put her to sleep,
Yeah, yeah,
and then we'll continue.
yeah. She's getting fussy.
All right.
Motherhood.
All right.
So our last episode was not going to be like this. Okay, so you were telling me about learning how to cook this year. I had to put my baby to sleep. Thankfully, she has slept, so we're
Yeah.
back.
So for me, um learning how to cook was something that I actually ended up finding much more interesting. I didn't think it was going to be as interesting as it turned out to be, because it's literally just you making something, and I love making stuff. I love the process of making stuff. The fact that you can bring into existence something that wasn't existing, and the process of putting things together to form something new. It's that thing in itself is very intriguing to me. It's very compelling. It is the reason why I do anything. It's the reason why I wake up in the morning. So that was something that I discovered about cooking. That cooking is just making something, putting different things together to form something new that is useful. And I find it so interesting. I love it. I want to become better at cooking. Honestly, I want to become better at cooking. I want to get really good at cooking. It's something I love. It's something I enjoy. Uh, yeah. So that's how. There are a lot of things that I want to get better at and learn how to do. So
But
yeah.
I think now that you're living on your own, no siblings, i- also no distraction,
Yeah.
it's actually an opportunity for you to focus on just doing those things that you want to do for yourself.
Yeah.
You can be selfish in a way that is not possible once you have a family. Because for me, this is something that I didn't really understand until I actually got married and had my own family. I now realize that, oh, your single days were actually your selfish days. It was all about me. And then all of a sudden now it's no longer all about me. And I would say that was the difficult part of getting married and starting a family. And I say that as a very unselfish person naturally. I'm not a selfish person by nature. But still, I realized that it's not about you anymore. And and more so once I had a child, it's like it's totally not about you anymore. It's now about us as a family. But then, and that's the paradox of family life, it's no longer about you anymore. There are people that, and this is my approach to family, there are people that now mean more to me. There are people that I would place before myself. But at the same time, I still have to make space for myself
Yeah.
in a way that I don't think I had thought about or considered before I got married. Now I have to intentionally prioritize myself, but at the same time, sacrifice myself. It's crazy.
So how do you manage that dichotomy?
Well, I won't say it's something that I've been able to effectively manage. I don't try to manage it. It's more of a time and place situation. There are times when my family comes first. Oh, I have to make sure everyone is okay, everyone is good. And it's easy to do that because for now it's just myself, my husband, and our child. But he does the same for me too. So I think I don't have to think about it. At times when I need to prioritize them, I do. And when they need to prioritize me, you know, or rather when my husband needs to prioritize me, he does. The baby does not prioritize anybody. We all prioritize the baby. The baby
Yeah.
gets what the baby wants. But knowing that he's doing the same for me, so I don't have to think about me doing the same for him. And then at times when it's time for me to prioritize myself, it's like, okay, I've been giving too much of myself. I need to recharge. I need to refill my cup so I can have more to give. So I think it's from that perspective.
So
And
what does that look like for you? What's the idea of making space for yourself and
oh,
prioritizing yourself and like that whole
just
what does that look like as a married person?
it's pretty simple. It could be little things like just playing music. Because sometimes these days I don't listen to music as much
I feel bad for
anymore.
you.
Yeah, you should feel bad for me.
I feel bad for
Because
you,
I
man.
know, and it happened in a way that I didn't realize. It just wasn't up there in my list of priorities anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But then in those moments, when I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and when okay, my cup is going below half empty now. I need to recharge. And like, oh, there's this music, and I put the music on. Sometimes you don't even realize that you're running on empty until you recharge.
Music saved
Yeah.
my mental health this year. For real. Music is like a drug. Do you know
Mm,
that I don't blame when I see celebrities, artist celebrities,
mm,
musician celebrities that are so pompous and full of themselves. I don't blame them. I swear. If you can have such an effect on somebody
mm.
and you know that you can have this effect on somebody, can you do you think you'll be humble?
Mm.
Can you for sure a 100% say that you'll be humble in that situation?
But in a way, it can actually be a very humbling
I'm not saying it's not
experience.
a humbling it can be a
Knowing
humbling
that, yeah.
experience. I'm saying that
But
I
it's
can
like, but if
see
you're
the both
pride, like if you're prideful,
I can
we
see
understand
I
it.
can see both sides,
Mm,
I can see how such a thing would make somebody, given human nature and
mm.
human predispositions, I can
Like I can
100% see
understand if you're
why you
arrogant
will feel
about
like you
it.
are God.
Yeah.
Because music is powerful.
Mm.
Music is like a drug. Music saved my mental health this year.
So,
I swear.
what artists were you listening to?
Um, I
And which particular songs stood out
I've been
for
listening to a
you?
lot of rock and roll lately.
Mm.
I don't even know why. I don't even know how it started. Okay, I know how it started. It started from punk rock. I was listening to a lot of punk rock, and then from punk rock, I just started getting deeper and deeper into rock music, and I started listening to rock and roll, and I started going back to once I landed on the Beatles. I've always known about the Beatles, but I've never consciously listened to their music until this year.
I started listening to them because of you.
Yes,
Because you recommended some stuff to me, and now I have songs there that are like
when I started
my
listening,
comfort
when I
songs.
started listening to the Beatles, my goodness, it changed everything for me. I've been listening to a lot of stuff, a lot of songs have stood out for me. For the Beatles, there's this song, Blackbird. Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
I like that song.
It's such a comforting song.
Mm.
You know, Blackbird, Hey Jude, a lot of songs from the
Let It
Beatles
Be.
that just let it be. That
Is Let
just
It Be Beatles or Paul
is
McCartney?
the Beatles, but
I love that
in the
song.
Beatles, each member has a specific song that
Mm.
they wrote, they pioneered. You understand? So we know who has each song, even though
Mm.
it's still the Beatles as a
Let
whole.
It Be still one of
Yeah,
my faves.
you know, songs like "Changes" by Ozzy Osbourne. You know, that's a song that I'm always listening to, and it speaks to me, resonates with me, makes me feel good, makes me feel hopeful,
Yeah.
inspires me. It inspires me, like it makes me just it resonates with me, and it's something that has really helped me get through this year, because
Yeah.
this year has been very hard for
Yeah.
me.
Speaking of
This year has been
changes,
very hard.
I feel like you've had the most dramatic episodes of change and transformation within the past year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's even evident in your hair.
Yeah.
The last time we recorded the podcast, your hair was literally bigger than mine.
Yeah.
And now you have your clean haircuts
Yeah.
to the glory of God and to the joy of our parents. See, what's that Bible verse? I love quoting Bible verses
Go ahead.
and paraphrasing them. There's no greater joy than the joy of an African parent when their son who was growing his hair
Is that the Bible
gets a
verse?
haircut. No, it's not. The Bible verse says, "The joy in heaven when a sinner
Mm.
repents."
Yeah.
So I'm just using that. The greatest joy of an African parent, of a Nigerian parent, is when their son, who was growing his hair, or even as little as had an afro, gets a clean haircut. Like,
When I cut my hair, the first thing I did was call Nell on video call.
what was the reaction?
She was very happy. As you can tell,
I know,
she was very
of
happy.
course. But I think
She was ecstatic.
it fits you. Like, you look good. You look good. You look like you've been through
But it
changes.
wasn't a dramatic change. I
Mm,
wasn't trying to change anything. It's just something I got tired of. Like, I
mm,
just got tired of having to take care of my hair. It is yes, it was like a huge. It started becoming an encumbrance. It started
mm,
becoming a burden at some point.
yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to cut it. And also like my hair was growing unevenly too. So
Mm,
I was just like, let's get rid of it.
nah, that
Yeah.
phase is over. So we're actually wrapping up the year. Do you think that 2025 lived up to whatever expectations that you had for the year going in at the beginning?
No,
How?
absolutely no,
In
no.
what ways?
I had 2025 was the year that I going into 2025. I had this idea of what I expected the year to be like for me. I wanted to just become a professional filmmaker. I wanted to start my career because I feel like for a while now, I have not been doing anything that has been. I've not been doing anything that's taking me closer to my goals. You know, all the things I've done are just things that are not necessarily they are not directly connected to where I actually want to go and what I actually want to accomplish in life. And this year, I've had a lot of things. I've Prior to this year, I've had a lot of things that I needed to attend to, school and all that work. But like this year, I felt like okay, I was actually going to plunge into becoming a professional filmmaker, like and a film director, which is like my ultimate goal. And I had an idea of how I wanted to accomplish that,
Yeah.
the steps that I was going to take,
Mm,
of which the very first at that step, the very first thing on that list of steps was to move to Lagos,
mm,
right? And actually reside in Lagos to try to pursue that and get it to happen. And which was something that I did. So that was something I did, but it didn't unfold the way I thought it was going to unfold. Sometimes you have this idea of how you want things to go, and when you apply it, it doesn't fit into reality.
but that's adulthood for you,
Exactly. So
basically.
that was basically what happened. The things I thought would happen the way I thought they would happen, none of them worked the way I intended. Everything fell flat, and so I didn't have the year that I was intending to have. So yeah, that's basically the answer to that question. How about you? How how do you think this year has played out for you, and did it match your expectations going in?
It did actually.
Okay.
I going into 2025, my goal was very simple. Have my baby, because I was heavily pregnant at the beginning of the year. And it's funny because 2025 was the year that I had a lot to look forward to, because for a long time every year seemed almost the same. But then I had this very dramatic change in my life in 2024. I got married, got pregnant. So I was literally looking forward to 2025. I was very hopeful. Yeah, I knew it was going to be an intensely spiritual moment for me, and both physically, spiritually, and otherwise. So for the first time, I was really anticipating the year, because, okay, 2025 is the year I'm going to give birth to my first child, and I'll go through all that experience. And it was quite an experience. It was quite an experience. So I did that successfully to the glory of God. I had my daughter, and the goal was keep both of us alive and well, you know. So that was my priority basically. Motherhood, childbirth, motherhood, nurse myself and my daughter, and then see what the next year has to offer. So I think for me 2025 A1,
So
10 over 10 year
what's
for me.
something that you feel like you grew through that was personal that nobody else saw?
Hmm. I think since for me everything was about pregnancy, like they say, the high pregnancy. There's nothing about pregnancy that is hidden. So I would say it happened. It was out there in the open for people to see, at least my close and dear ones to see and go through that with me. But at the same time, it showed me aspects of myself that I didn't think I was capable of. I had to I've experienced pain that I still don't have the words to describe, you know, and I've exuded strength that I didn't know I had within me.
Do you want to talk about that, the pain of childbirth?
Oh, oh, where do I start from? That's the real question. Where do I start from? Because, I had quite an uneventful pregnancy. It was pretty smooth. It had its own challenges because there's this condition, hyperemesis gravidarum. Basically, you throw up, you're nauseous, and you throw up throughout the entire pregnancy. So I had that. It was as horrible as they say it is. But that was the only downside with my pregnancy. Everything else was smooth.
Yeah.
But towards when I was going to have my baby, then there was a little bit of a complication, and it just made the whole thing very dramatic. So now it was like, oh, my doctor was telling me pick a date for an elective C-section. I didn't think I was going to have a C-section. I was like, okay, you're here. At that that the final moment, a lot is happening. And so my doctor is like, you have to pick a date. She's predicting that I would have a C-section. But I'm like, okay, what are my chances? Long story short, I get induced. Induction is as horrible as they say it is. The pain out of this world. And I mean that it's like you feel that pain on a neural level. It's not physical, yet it's very physical. I don't know how to explain it.
Mhm.
It's somewhere your entire nervous system, that's where you feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going through all of that. I didn't think I would be able to go through it. And I would say I was stretched to the limit of my own strength.
Yeah.
And even in that moment when it felt like, oh, more, I cannot go again. So Ne was there with me, and she was holding me. That's like, it's a moment that is burned in my brain. I can't forget it.
Yeah.
Because Ne was there, the contractions are coming back to back. And Ne was praying, she was
Do you
praying
know,
over
I
me.
can remember the exact day
Mm.
when they said you were in the hospital to give birth. I was in law school. We were doing night class,
Mm.
went to read in the night, and that whole thing was going on.
Mm.
And I was just fidgeting
Yeah, it feels
where I
that way. I
was,
remember
you know.
when I was in that moment when it was Anna and Ekoma's turn. Yeah, I went through that, and then now it's me in this hospital ward, and I'm like, I just hope my baby is fine. I hope I'm fine. And I was holding the neck, and I was praying. At some point, I was literally begging. I was like, "There, please forgive me, lend me your strength. I cannot go again." Ah, Nne is strong, oh. God will bless that woman, I swear. Cause me, like I was already crazed at that moment. And Nne held me, she was praying. When I knew at this point it was not my own strength that's finished. You get my own has gone. I'm just but this is like that final lap you get. And so Ne held me, and I knew at this moment it was her own strength I was using at that moment. It wasn't mine, because I was gone. And Ne held me. I was just like, at this point, the doctor was like, okay, baby's heart rate is high, emergency C-section. I was like, after all this suffering, I don't suffer so far. Eh. So no wala. So even the whole surgery experience, another dramatic thing. You know when you talked about how you can understand when good musicians feel very arrogant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that same sentiment after the doctors did the surgery and everything. I was like, whoa. So you see, after God, see doctors. I swear. After God in heaven, doctors are just there after him, because these people, what they do is miraculous. I can't believe that these people opened my body up. I was awake, you know. First of all, anesthesia.
Which sounds very terrifying,
Magic.
because
Yeah, it's
I don't
terrifying.
think if somebody is operating on me, I want to be conscious.
No,
I want to be awake.
it's an out of body experience. See, so I was paralyzed from my chest down.
Regardless.
See the thing. In that moment, that part of my body, it doesn't. I only exist from here up.
I don't want to even exist. Knock me out. I don't want to have my eyes open.
But you can feel them tugging. You can feel the
God
tugging.
forbid. I don't want to feel anything.
No, but it's like, it's not my body. Okay, think of it this way. Imagine that this is you head to toe. You can feel your body, right? Imagine that this couch is part of your body.
I can't even imagine it. I don't want to be awake. I want to just wake up and find out that, oh, they've done what they've done. You understand?
It was very fast. The entire process. And my doctor, top tier. The entire process took, I think, 30 minutes tops. Baby was out in less than 5 minutes. For me, I was like, I couldn't tell, because I was just hearing this faint baby cries in the back. I was like, "Hi, doctor, is that my baby?" They said yes. I said, baby's out already. Yes. Less than 5 minutes, Temple. Less than 5 minutes, baby was already out. I think the longest part of the process was they stitching me up after. But then they showed me my baby. I think, and the most painful part of giving birth through a C-section is that you don't get to hold your baby immediately.
Yeah.
Because of course my hands do not exist.
Yeah. I can't. It's so scary. I'm just imagining myself.
That's the only way I can explain it. It doesn't exist.
I'm just imagining myself fully conscious.
Yeah.
But I can't move.
I was gisting with my doctors.
But I can't move any part of my body. It would terrify me.
No, it's not you can't move. You can't move is that there's some feeling. It doesn't exist. That's the thing. That part of your body.
You're literally just a head.
Yeah.
An alive head. It was terrified the hell out of me. I don't want to experience that.
It's as terrifying as it sounds, but
it would terrify me.
Oh my goodness.
Because I usually have sleep paralysis. And it's the scariest thing on earth. Every time I have sleep paralysis, I know what it is. I know what's going on, but I'm still scared. I feel like I'm going to die.
No, sleep paralysis is different because you're trying to move your body.
And nothing is moving.
Yes, nothing is moving. No, but this temple, like, imagine trying to move this couch. Can you move it?
No.
With your brain? That is it. That brain connection. It's not there. It's like, but someone said that, but this couch is part of your leg. That's the only way I can explain it. It's like it doesn't exist as part of you in that moment.
But you know on an intellectual level.
You don't know it doesn't exist.
You know on an intellectual
that
level that there are other parts of your body.
Yes, you know.
But you cannot feel them.
Remember when the doctor told me you could try to move your toe. That brain connection is not there. That's when but in that moment, all I felt was relief because the pain I was feeling.
Yeah.
Up until that moment.
Yeah.
This thing is magic. Temple is magic. I say, doctors, no wonder people are arrogant. So no wonder doctors have pride. It's okay. You're allowed to have pride. It's okay. If I knew what you people know, my shoulder would be here. I walk like this. Don't talk to me anyhow. I have the power of life and death in my hand. This is real power. Una, calm down. I'm a doctor. No wonder parents are desperate for their children to read medicine. Please, if your parents want you to read medicine, if you can, please go and read it. Thank you. We need more good doctors in this life. We need more good doctors, I swear. So that was my experience. I was grateful that this was me. I have my baby. I'm recovering beautifully, which
Yeah.
was one of my prayers, because I always pray to God about recovery. I I know that I'm going to go through this crazy experience. You know, your body will never be the same again. This is the most change you will ever experience physically. So for me, it was all about prayer for recovery, that my recovery would be smooth, it would be beautiful, stress free. And that was what I got. So that was just my preoccupation this year. And in through all these experiences, I got to discover myself. You know, it's not like, oh, okay, I had changed into this new person.
What do you mean
It's
by
more like
discover
I
yourself?
became more of who I truly am. You know, I became more of myself. How do I explain this? You know, I like to think of people as there's you, there's the version of you as God made you,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I feel like everything we go through as adults, in adulthood, we are trying to reconnect with that original version of who we are,
Yeah.
the uncorrupted version, you know. And I feel like this year I came much closer to that than I have in a very long time.
I had the exact opposite experience. I feel like our years are just pure contrasts. I swear. Because this year, I've never felt more lost in my life than this year.
But I'll tell you, it's pretty normal. So don't, if it feels like you're the only one going through that, but it's normal. We've all been there. And hopefully, if you surrender to the experience, which I think you've done, that you maybe you might not see it that way, but as an outsider looking in, I feel like you've allowed yourself, you've submitted yourself to that
I
experience.
don't know, man. I don't know. Some days I feel like some days when you said y- this year is the closest that you've been to your original self.
Mm,
That's the thing. For me, I feel like I don't even know what my original self is again. Like I used to be very sure. I
mm,
used to have this very strong sense of self
mm.
and self assurance. That's the reason why there's this song by the Beatles, the first line of Help by the
I've not
Beatles.
listened to that one.
It says, "When I was younger, so much younger than today, I've never needed anybody's help in any way.
Mm,
But now these days are gone, I'm not so self assured." I feel like I used to have this self assurance of like I
mm,
knew who I was.
mm,
I had this strong sense of how I wanted things to be and what I want at every given moment, and I knew myself, and like now like, some days I know myself, some days I don't know shit. I don't even know.
mm.
I look at myself and I don't even know who I am. Like I don't know anything. I don't like. Some days I'm like I'm so confident and I'm ready for the day, and after a few hours it's like I don't even know what I want to do the next moment. I don't even know
But it
anything,
gets better, you know.
and it's crazy, it's scary.
It gets better. Well, maybe hearing you talk about it for me, it's no longer so scary anymore because I was there. You know, you would feel yourself, you would see yourself disintegrate.
So what's something that you're looking forward to about the new year? Like we'll be entering the new year soon. What's something that you're excited for? What's something that you're looking forward to?
2026. You know, it's actually funny because 2025,
Yeah.
I told you for like the first time I had a very clear objective for 2025. And now 2026 is almost like I've done that. I'm still on it. So I think it's more like a continuation of where I currently am. No new major shift is going to happen for me. I don't think so. It's just a continuation, being better at the things that I'm currently preoccupied with. You know, my motherhood, my personal life, uh, my career, finances, and family life. That's it for me. Well, I hope I'll be able to get fit next year. Yes.
How's your fitness journey been?
Oh, it's been a mess.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even been a mess. It's non-existent.
It hasn't been.
Exactly. I haven't worked out in God knows how long, and that how long is before pregnancy, basically. So I haven't worked out. My muscles are gone. Yeah, my fitness level is zero. I already know, and my body is significantly weaker than what I'm used to, than it has ever been in my entire life. So yeah, rebuilding strength next year, very important for me. I need to get my body functional
I feel like that's a
again.
very good way to go about fitness.
Mm,
Like for me, ever since I changed my mindset towards fitness, before my entire goal with working out was aesthetic. That was my
mm.
entire goal. But ever since I changed my direction from aesthetic to function,
Yeah,
how do I feel? How do I want to feel? What do I have to do to feel better? How
yeah.
do I get my body moving optimally? It was like a game changer for me. It just removed every bit of undue expectations from the process.
So what do you do recently to stay fit?
It for me, it's the fundamentals. So
Mm,
it just directed me to the fundamentals of
yeah.
what I absolutely need to do.
Mm,
So first of all, before, I used to neglect cardiovascular exercises 100% because my goal was to get jacked. Do you understand? My goal was to get jacked and all that. And right now, I run most mornings, or
okay.
most mornings I run. And at first, it sounds stupid because I'm very slim.
Mm,
What else am I trying to burn by running?
mm,
But my goal for running is to get myself in the rhythm of doing something difficult every morning. So when I wake up, I'm usually up early in the morning,
mm,
and when I wear my shoes to run, I don't want to do it. It's something that I don't want to do.
mm,
I always do, I never start it with the mindset of, oh, this is something I want to do. I'm so excited to do it. I always want to, sleep in. I want to I want to lay down,
yeah.
and it's something that just jump starts me.
Mm,
I start out, when I start taking those steps to run, is never something that I feel good doing.
mm,
But by the time I get in the rhythm and get in the groove, get my body heat up, suddenly I'm just moving. And so that has been something that I do most mornings. I'm talking 5 days out of 7 days of the week
okay,
I
so
run
so these
early in the
days you
morning.
do more of cardio.
Yes, I run. Then on some days I lift weights and all
Okay.
that, but I run almost every morning,
I
and it
don't
helps
think
me. It
I'm going
helps
to be
me.
running in a long time.
It
I actually
helps me
love
a
taking
lot.
walks.
You said?
I love taking walks.
Okay.
But you know how Nigeria is. Take walk. They are there.
I feel like walking. Like I walk. I walk most of the time, so it's
Walking
not
is
something I
actually
need to
very
consciously do.
effective. It is. It is. There was a time in my life when I was really trying to get fit,
Yeah.
and I tried walking for months and it was very effective. Beats jogging for me anytime, any day. So I really hope I can get back into that, because these days, getting fit now is a real hassle. Having to take care of my baby and all that. But walking is something that I think I can manage, and it's like one of those little drops of water that does make a mighty ocean. So I hope I'll be able to do that. Next year for me, it's more like it's my self-care year, taking care of myself, taking care of my finances, taking care of my health, taking care of my family. And that's just it for next year. No much serere, no much wahala. It's just it. So how about you? What are your goals for next year?
My ultimate goal for next year is to just get closer to doing what I want to do in life, to get closer to achieving my goals, because my time has been filled with busy work. And you know what busy work is?
Yeah.
Dead end work.
Mm.
Work that just ends with the work,
Mm.
you know. And I feel like I want more out of life. I have this fear of just surviving my way through life. It has been something that has been a major concern for me lately, because I realized that most of the things that I'm doing, most of the work I'm doing, it has just been survival based. I'm doing this thing to stay alive, and all my attention has been geared towards just like surviving another day. And I feel like there has to be more to life than survival. Like, like what else are you doing? And I have a lot of goals that I've outlined for myself, and there's nothing I want more out of 2026 than to get closer to those goals,
Okay,
to
so based on
bring them into reality, and not just spend another year surviving, you know.
so based on that, like, what energy are you carrying into the year?
What energy am I carrying into the year? I'm not
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I guess I don't think about it that way.
Okay.
I don't think about life in terms of what energy am I carrying, because energy is something that fluctuates. My energy
Yeah.
has been all over the place this year. Do you get?
Yeah.
So I don't even think it's something I can control anymore. I've lost hope in trying to control my energy, because some days I feel on top of the world, and some days I feel under the ground. I feel buried. Do you? So I don't know about energy. I'm just focusing on doing the things that I have to do,
Yeah.
regardless of how I'm feeling, regardless of what energy I wake up today in. I have things that I want to accomplish today. I have there's a ball in motion that I have to keep rolling, and it's something that I have to do. It's something I have to do regardless. So I think this is a cue to wrap up.
Never taken light.
Classic Nigeria.
I swear.
Yeah. But I'm really glad that we've gotten to starting this again. This is something that I've wanted us to get back to for a very long time, but for some reason, or not for some reason, throughout the years, the past 2 years, right, it hasn't been feasible. It hasn't
Yes.
been
Yes.
feasible, and I'm just glad that we've gotten back to it again. Yeah,
I'm grateful that we get to sit back on this couch again. That in spite of everything that we've both been through,
yeah.
because we've been through quite a journey
Mm-hmm.
individually. So I'm just grateful that we're back here, and I'm hopeful that this will not be the last time we sit down to record a podcast. And so it's onward and upward from here.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed.